Bro, I've been like listening to Jay-Z, dude. I think I might be African American right now.
What's going on, guys? Name is here, bringing you guys a brand new vlog. Recently, they announced all the MLG Anaheim details. I know there's been a lot of confusion on Twitter about a lot of these details, so I pretty much want to make a vlog to iron out all the details for you guys who don't understand. And a lot of you guys were complaining, even though I think this is a great opportunity for amateurs and also a little more prestige for the pros. And I think it's going to help our community grow a lot in the upcoming months. So I have the details up right here. I'll explain this to you guys a little bit. Before I start, I'm going to try to explain it. It's going to be ran kind of like LCS. There's going to be a season before each major event, and the major event is going to be the playoffs. And after you play the season, you're going to go to this event, and you're going to play the playoffs, and that's the championship. So basically how MLG is running it, there's going to be a season for every event. The season is going to have 10 teams. Or, no, excuse me. The season is going to have 12 teams. It's going to have, in Anaheim's case, this season is going to have the 10 teams from the current pro circuit. We're competing to go to PAX right now. There's 10 teams, so it's going to have those 10 teams plus 2 teams, which are the #1 team in pro points as of March 26th. And then the Team 12 is going to be a single elimination bracket that goes from the #2 pro point teams to the #9 pro point teams as of March 26th. So we're going to have 8 players per team in the season. You're going to have your 4 starters, which is your main team, and then you're going to have 4 subs that we draft on April 17th. It'll be 4 subs from the amateurs in the top 150 Ghost Pro Point rankings. So, alright, so there's going to be the season before each event. So in Anaheim's case, it's Season 2, and these 12 teams will compete. The top 8 from Season 2 will be in the playoffs, the playoffs are Anaheim, so I'll just refer to Anaheim as playoffs. So the top 8 teams from Season 2 will be in the playoffs, and then also the top 2 teams from the Gfinity season will be in the playoffs. So they haven't announced all the Gfinity season rules and details yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be very similar and set up kind of like the NA, so you can just kind of guess how that's going to work. And it's going to be 10 teams in the playoffs. Remember, playoffs are Anaheim. And the prizes are going to be $70,000, $70,000 prize pool for the playoffs out of the 10 teams. And then there's going to be a 192-team open bracket, which will be all the amateur teams, and then including the 4 teams that didn't place in the top 8 in the NA Season 2 league. So those 4 teams will drop down into the open bracket, which is competing for $10,000 and entry into Season 3, which will be before the next event that they haven't announced yet. The regular or the open bracket will be double elimination bracket. It'll be best of 3 games. And the top 2 teams in the Anaheim open bracket will retain their league spot for Season 3. And then the last 2 league spots for Season 3 will be alright. So the last 2 league spots, whoever places 9th and 10th at the playoffs, Anaheim, will be dropped out and replaced by the top 2 teams in the open bracket. So if you stay top 8, so for the pro teams that are watching this video, if you stay top 8, online and on LAN, you will remain in the league and you will remain going to the playoffs. However, if you place 9th and 10th, you will be in the jungle, I like to call it, competing for your spot back into the league and back into the playoff championship spots. So it's pretty much like an LCS type way they're working this. The coolest part about it, I think, is the substitutes, how we get to draft them. I think that's pretty cool, and I think it's gonna be really helpful because we're gonna keep on playing with these seasons. We have 44 matches per team from April 19th to June 14th, so that's a lot of games, a lot of high stakes, important games. You have to stay top 8. Keep in mind, so that's a lot of very important games. Between that time, it's gonna really escalate the level of play in the pro teams a lot, so we're going to get some really good practice, and it's going to improve our gameplay tenfold. So I think you're going to see some more exciting gameplay at events, and it also gives amateurs a better chance of getting noticed, seeing as they'll have their own separate tournament per se, and they'll be competing against each other, and they won't have to play against the pro team, so they have a better chance of making money, and they have a better chance of getting noticed because it'll still be a big deal. So I really think this is a very good idea by MLG. And I think it's going to give us a lot of growth, and I really think it's good for our future. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will put a link to the rules and the details in the description below. And as always, guys, until next time, peace.